fine. Just love to watch myself disappoint a room full of people. Pretty cool. Oh boy, I'm doing terrible, everybody. Good. How are you doing?
Terrible. How are you?
You, Dan.
I'm all right.
Oh, go fuck yourself, Dan. Okay.
Who would have guessed?
Good, solid. Oh yeah, no, I have good news. 2 years ago, I accomplished the real American dream, which is tricking a Canadian into loving me. Yeah, very exciting. It's a pretty cool time. My family was very excited for me, not just because he's great, but also because he's Canadian. I'm American, as Zoe outed me as earlier. And my whole family was so pumped, because my mom is like, she's super independent. She never changed her last name. She hyphenated my last name. She was always like, you're gonna be your own woman. You're never gonna sign yourself over to a man. You're not gonna get married. You're not gonna have kids. You're gonna be fucking independent your whole life. You're gonna fucking do it, yeah. And I started dating a Canadian, and she was like, go bitch, go, get that ring, do it. Throw the hole in the condom, it doesn't matter. I don't care. Mom, that is not a feminist thing for you to say. She's like, Trump got elected once, it can happen again. So we're looking for stuff, okay? Go out, do it, I don't care. Will you hold that for me? No, my boyfriend left. He did what I guess I should have guessed Canadians do, which is go back to Canada. But yeah, it's the worst. Can't recommend it. We're doing long distance. Yeah. It's terrible. I hate it so much. I'm doing so bad. It feels like not feminist how bad I'm doing since my boyfriend left. Like I should be better and more independent, but it's not working out great. Yeah, because as it turns out, I'm not a catch, which is strange. I'm fucking cranky and I'm judgmental and I'm tired all the time. I sleep like 14 hours a night. I complain to my friends who have like 2 babies. I'm like, I'm so tired all the time, I'm the worst. And he still loves me for who I am, which is a crazy gift for somebody to give you. You know, you meet somebody and you're like, wow, for the first time in my whole life, I know what it's like to like feel peace and calm. You know? Yeah, and then they go back to Canada, and you're like, great, good. It turns out I was never happy. I just learned how to be codependent. So I am doing so obviously terrible. Like, I've never been super stable. I've been like depressed since I was 15. I had a 10-year relationship with my therapist. Her name is Ellen, and I would die for her. She's incredible. But yeah, I've never been solid. And then my boyfriend left, and I'm doing the kind of bad where my friends are like side-eyeing each other. They're like, do we need to do something about this? Should we intervene? I ran into a girl I took an improv class with a year ago, and we talked on the street for 5 minutes, and at the end of it, she was like, hey, if you ever need to talk, I'm right here. And I was like, oh no, it's that obvious. Everybody knows. I'm at the Aldi for the 3rd time in a week, buying a single chicken breast. And the cashier's like, that'll be €2. Hey, if you ever need to talk. Great. I'm trying to mix up my comedy a little bit, so I'm going to do an impression. I call this impression recently heartbroken woman who's been dragged to a Zumba class. By a friend who told her it would help her get out of her funk. That's my impression. Good. Okay. Can you count me off? I'm nervous.
Okay,
Just
3,
say
2, 1.
Great. No, but do it like really.
2, 1.
Great. I like stand-up because you can be like, it's hypothetical. That has happened to me twice in my life. Once was 5 years ago when I was a freshman in university, and once was Wednesday. Good. Yeah, I feel like all my emotions at all times are at 11. Like I have no, am I getting lighted? Already? Oh my god. Fuck me. Okay, shit. I should have done better jokes. That's okay. Yeah, no, all my emotions are at 11. I like stubbed my toe the other day and I was like, so, suicide, pros and cons. You know, there's nothing, there's no room. And, great, I'm gonna skip that. I'm gonna talk that doesn't matter. I realized I'm just really dwelling on all my weirdest, social anxiety things. And I realized I don't know that I have social anxiety so much as I have social regret. Like, I'll be in a conversation, and it is kind of like if an alien was having their first conversation on Earth. I'll be like, okay, they're talking to you. What would a human say? You guys see that football match? I crushed it. That's exactly what a human would say. And then I'll get home that night and I'll be like, I think that went well. And then my head will hit the pillow and my brain will be like, welcome to tonight's programming. Top 5 times that Olivia sounded like a fucking cunt. Good. I'm gonna do one last joke. Sorry. I'm gonna end on a new joke. I'm sorry, Alex and Roxy. This is how your night's gonna end. No, I haven't always been anxious. I was a weird kid, and I wasn't a weird kid in the normal way of like, they played trombone and they always came back from lunch with like jelly around their mouth. I was like a confident weird kid. I was a weird kid, like, let's say you're in a kindergarten class and your teacher's like, there's a new girl here, her name is Clémence, and she just moved here from France. And does anyone here speak French? And you, being 5 years old in America, despite the fact that you've never heard French, definitely don't speak French, you're like, yeah. Me. And you just walk right up to Clémence and you're like, bonjour. That's a real thing I did, and to this day I could not tell you why. I have such a clear memory of Clémence looking at my teacher like, I could tell what was going on in her head, She's like, America. On a scale of 1 to 5 cigarettes, I give America a 0. Anyway, great. I'm gonna get out of here.